I am, what am I? I don't know. I live long walks on the beach and I live in Los Angeles. I used to live in Bakersfield and Amanda is my incredible coach and we now coach together and really just love people to healthy. And I've been doing it for, oh my gosh, what is it? 2 months now.
Yeah.
2 months. I started in November and that's really about it. I see some of my good friends on here. Griselda's on here. Angelica's on here. Good to see you guys. And so yeah, that's a little bit about me. I've lost. Are we telling like our whole story already,
Go
Amanda?
for
Is that
it. Yeah,
fine?
let's go for it. Just
Yeah,
go
I've lost
dive right
50
in.
pounds. I started October 1st. Um, I've lost 50 pounds. I lost 28 pounds in my first month. It was wild. Amanda and I met through Instagram, good old Instagram. And, I reached out to her and I was like, can you help me, please? And she was like, of course I can. And went to Disneyland together and I took some family photos of her family. And, all through Disneyland, I was like, Amanda, are you sure I'm going to lose weight on this program? I had already kind of invested in it. And she was like, yes, of course, of course. And she's like, you'll lose like 20 pounds. And she lied to me. I lost 28. And so I was a little upset. No, I'm just kidding. I was really happy. And since then, just really been sharing my story and I'm excited that we're doing this together. This is going to be a lot of fun, really get to connect with everybody and kind of meet Amanda's camp and Amanda meet my camp. And it's been a lot of fun. So that's
Yeah.
me.
Well, I'm really glad you guys are all on tonight. You know, the whole kind of goal of this Zoom is we usually do this thing called the Healthy Happy Hour. And so when we do the Healthy Happy Hour, it's like in someone's home and you're meeting people and inviting friends and family to, really share about your story and why health is important to you. And I just wanted to do it virtually because we all live in different parts of the world. We have people who live in different states, different parts of California. I'm in Bakersfield, so a lot of my clients are in Southern California. So I wanted to be able to say, let's create some community and talk about our goals for 2020, not just in our health, but as a team, because we are all in this together. We all started at the same first base. We all were overweight, unhappy, wanting some freedom in our health. And so just a little brief rundown of kind of why I'm here today. I lost 40 pounds in 4 months, but before the 40 pounds in 4 months, I was really unhappy and very exhausted and just drained on all ends. And I just needed something that was structured, that was simple, and that would actually give me the results I was looking for. So I did it. 4 months later, I lost 40 pounds, and I said yes to coaching when I was only 11 pounds down. And it's just because everyone was asking me what I was doing. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'll coach people. I have no idea what I'm doing. And
Right.
I said yes to it just kind of on faith to see where it led me. And it's led to this really beautiful, like, ripple effect where had I not said yes, then none of you guys would be here, which is pretty wild. And I just wanted to do this for something that's really quick. It doesn't have to take up too much time. Just so you guys can all see each other's faces and know, hey, I'm not alone on this health journey. I'm not the only one having to say no to
Right.
the good for the great, you
And
know?
these are real people.
Real people.
I know everybody's real. You're all human. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's wild. So I'm going to ask really quick. I want to ask Heather to just share really quick. She's one of my clients. She's got a really cool testimony. I just want Heather, you to unmute yourself and share just in like 3 minutes what this meal plan has done for you. And, I want you to talk a little bit about the life book and how that's helped you. So if you can't unmute, are you there, Heather? Let me know when you're unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead, girl.
I really don't even know where to start. So it's been 4 years since I got clean. And so during that whole time, that was me kind of mentally preparing for just a whole new life altogether. I was overweight. I was really unhappy, but my life was already starting to come together. I got clean, got delivered, and I had been praying for a long time for God to put something in front of me, something that I could actually do. I had friends who offered, well, let's try to do keto together, or let's try to do this. And I tried these things, and the minute they stopped is when I just kind of quit. And I said, I can't do this. I can't keep up with this. It's not something that worked for me. And so I have been watching you, Amanda, and I haven't told you this, but actually one of the reasons, probably the main reason I asked you to be my coach was because you and your husband passed over at Higher Ground. And that was the first church that I had went to and was baptized at back in 2010. So this is after I got saved and everything like that. So I had been watching you and I'm seeing the success story and then I'm seeing it last. And so finally, and you're the one who talked me into this anyways. You're the one who's really pushed me forward to not make the excuse of money wise, but overall you've really helped me in pushing me towards the health book, pushing me towards the life book. I mean, this is my health Bible. I can apply what I'm learning in Christ, but also add these things, the biggest thing of element 4 that I just finished, creating a healthy mindset is huge. I mean, getting clean is one thing, but now, retraining my mind into recreating health steps, health habits. So, I mean, this is great. Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I know it's kind of challenging to like put yourself out there and to be vulnerable in front of a bunch of people you don't know, but we're all connected for a purpose. And I know Heather's story because I'm coaching her. And just so you guys know, she's a single mom. She's been clean for 4 years. She works full time and she has every excuse in the book to say why she couldn't do this plan. And she put all those excuses aside and has done it. And I think in total you're down 25 pounds, right?
27.
27. Okay, so
Wow.
I know. So I also want to ask Adam. I know I see Adam that you're here. Adam's under Rudy, and he's just a phenomenal human. And I want you to share your biggest victory in 2019 through the journey on this meal plan. What's your biggest victory?
Hey everyone, can you hear me? Yeah? I want to make sure you guys can hear me.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hey, so first of all, I said I'm very happy. I'm sorry I'm late. Biggest victory for me was definitely number one is pushing myself, motivating myself, encouraging myself pretty much to get my life back. We live in a rut sometimes, consumed with life, with our careers, with our side stuff we do, with life happens. But the most victor for me was sticking to the plan, especially during the holiday seasons. Not not falling into the temptation of the sweets and the whole thing, and really seriously thinking to myself, I don't want to go back to where I was. I do never want to go back to where I was. So I kept telling myself that all the time, and I kept a strict, really strict diet on myself, and it really, honestly, it was like self-discipline, and that's what I think was my biggest victory. And the fact that, man, my health has given a 180-degree turn for the best. I mean, that there's no better compensation. I'm happy. My energy's up. I can play more with my daughter without being fatigued. And you guys know I travel a lot. So biggest victory was the self-discipline and motivation to myself. And it just made me think, man, if I can do this, oh man, I can do a lot of things. So I just wanted to share that. It's been very rewarding for me.
That's
How
so
much weight
awesome.
have you lost, Adam?
I'm up to 29 pounds as of this morning.
Wow. That's amazing.
So cool. I think the coolest thing about this setting is just that you guys get to see other people other than just me or Rudy. You're
Yeah.
seeing now, like, there's other people out there that we're coaching that are doing this, that are saying yes to their health. That, like, for Adam, it's changed his dynamic with his family. He's now able to play with his daughter. I mean, this is why we do what we do. This is not about some diet, some scheme or gimmick, or getting people skinny. We're changing family trees. So, Tina, I know that you're on, but I don't see you. So I wanted Tina just to share really quick. Tina's down 60 pounds. So I know she's finger licking something. She was eating something, but go ahead and Tina and share a little bit about, in a quick few minutes, your story, where you were at, and what has 60 pounds done in your life.
Sorry, I'm making dinner right now. Yeah, so I started back in, I think it was like the beginning of May, and I had lost 60 pounds on the program. And before that, I had tried all the programs. My doctor even put me on prescription medication. I gained weight. I tried all the other pills and diets out there, and I always end up gaining weight and sometimes like 15 pounds and stuff. So I saw, Amanda, you were coaching Jenna at the time, and I saw her lose a whole bunch of weight, and I was like, you know what? I told my husband, I'm going to try this for 1 month and see if I lose weight. If I don't lose any weight, then I'm done, and I'll go get the surgery. And in my first month, I lost the 20 pounds also. And I was on a CPAP machine. I was on pain medication. My joints were hurting. My muscles were hurting. Everything was hurting. And at the time I was at 225 when I finally said yes, that I'm going to do this. So now I'm down to 160. I am not on a CPAP machine. I am on no sleeping medication, no prescription medication. I'm not taking anything. I'm all natural, all good, healthy, and have more energy than my kids do.
That's awesome. Yay. I love it. Tina, you're such an inspiration, and you know, I've seen just such a transformation in her. She said yes to coaching, I think a few months back. So Tina's,
October.
yeah, October. So October she started coaching, and she just hit senior coach this last month, and I'm so proud of her just for being consistent. I mean, honestly, it just takes living out your life out loud for people to really finally say, you know what? I mean, there's been people that have been following me for the last 2 years that are just now saying yes to health, because I'm still showing up and I'm still being consistent. So, um, let's see. I want Giovanna really quick to pop on and share, and then we'll kind of wrap this up because I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. And then we'll do maybe even just an open where if someone wants to pop in and share. So Giovanna, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, and I just want you to share about what this last year looked like for you. You there?
Okay, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, I'm at the hair salon, so that's why I'm not showing myself. So embarrassing. Um, okay, so a little bit
Let's
about
see
me.
it. Let's see it. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, no. So I didn't really necessarily know Amanda and Will. I kind of always followed Will like on social media, and in turn, he married Amanda, so I started following Amanda, and I saw her journey. And with seeing her journey, I was on my I had my third kid, and I was I didn't know I was pregnant yet. So I reached out to her. I was going to start the plan. Then I found out I was pregnant with twins. So after the twins, I was like, hey girl, I got to hold off. So I held off for a year, and I started last March. But within like that same month, I found out I had thyroid cancer. So I had surgery in May, and then another surgery in September, and I also graduated college. And so in the midst of that, I have 5 kids. I'm a husband, or I'm not a husband, I'm a wife. And I, just doing like the basic mom duties and all that, and I still was able to lose 30 pounds. I did not necessarily meet my goal that I intended to last year, but through all like the chaotic stuff that I was going through, I was able to maintain. And so just like my little encouraging words would just be like, no matter what you're going through, what circumstances that you are fighting, you can still like keep your eye on the prize, like if I did it, I think, I have a huge family, a huge responsibility, and I, had 2 major surgeries, and I still was able to like not, I'm not gonna lie, there were days where I messed up, but I still always picked back up, and Amanda was a huge encouragement to that, because she'd always text me at the right time, like, hey girl, what are you doing? I'm like eating a pizza. I'm like, nothing. So, I think if I could do it, anyone can do it, and I still have my goal to meet this year, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to meet it, and you guys will see too. And that's it.
Yay! Okay, that's so awesome, girl. That I wanted Giovanna to share because she may have felt like she didn't have a win last year, but as her coach, I watched her walk through some really hard things in her health, and she still lost 30 pounds. So that's why I asked her to share, because I'm like, you had a win, dude. I don't care if you didn't hit that 50-pound mark. You went through all the hard things and you still lost 30 pounds, and that's worth sharing about, because health is not a destination, it's a journey. This is a journey that we get to partner together with and say, that's why this isn't a diet program. That's why we don't promote diet, because a diet, gives you temporary results, and we want to promote lifetime results. So I'm going to go ahead and Rudy, I'm going to let you take it over and just share a little bit about, um, you know, what what has like coaching done for you as far as, I know you were really apprehensive to coaching when I brought it up to Rudy, because there's some people, that I coach that I say, they really would be great coaches. I mean, I think you all would. But talk to us a little bit, Rudy, about not just how this plan has helped you, but what has coaching done for you?
Yeah. So I definitely was super apprehensive when Amanda first started asking, or first mentioned to me, about coaching because, just to be straight, I'm still chubby. So I was like, I can't coach people into health and be, overweight. And so, my whole life, um, I've been this overweight guy. And so I thought, like, I can't do this. But, the end of my first month, I posted a before and after, just proud of the 28 pounds that I had lost. And all my homies started hitting up Amanda. All like I'm a worship leader and I've been in ministry my whole
All of
life.
them.
And yeah, and I'm Latino and I'm from an organization with tons of just heavy people. If you know church people, that's what we do. We hang out, we eat. That's what we do. And so um all my friends started reaching out to her, and Amanda's like, bro, I cannot keep up with all your dudes. Like I need your help. And I was like, I can't coach. Like, it's not something I can do. And one of the things you told me that was really like, it just kind of stuck out to me was you're like, Rudy, you've been coaching people your whole life. Like you've been leading people to Jesus your whole life. That's what I do. My ministry, my life is to lead people, to hope. And, that's my life. And so she was like, you're we don't arrive until, our particular world, our belief is we don't arrive until we're in heaven. And so she's like, you're never going to be an arrived person, and yet you can still bring people along the journey with you and encourage them and bring hope to their lives. And I was like, man, she got me, because that's what I do. I'm by trade, I'm in ministry. I love to just bring hope to people. I'm a vocal coach. And so I sit and I teach vocalists all day long. And so she's like, you're just going to do that. And she said, you kind of have to. All these people are reaching out to you, all your friends and family. And so I was like, all right. So I said yes, and did not realize how incredibly beneficial coaching was going to be for me. I knew I was going to be able to help other people, which I love to do, but I didn't realize what it was going to do for me. And it just kept me accountable as, number one, just initially just accountability. I can't fall off plan and be a coach that encourages people to stay on plan, right? And so it's really kept me accountable. It's helped me to really develop my ability to inspire people to want health. And it really is just like sharing my story. I think that's really the easiest part. It's not having everything all together. It really is just being able to say, hey, this is where I'm at, this is where this is where I was, and this is where I'm heading, and you could join the journey with me. And so for me, it's been so fulfilling to watch other people. Adam was one of my the first people who really like just helped me to see like, whoa, this is crazy. Like I remember him calling me and saying, dude, I just have to say thank you. Like I just have to tell you thank you. I was playing with my daughter today. I'm not fatigued. I went to sleep last night and I didn't feel like I needed a sleep apnea machine. And like, just for me, it's life changing. And so, thank you, Amanda, for pushing me. Anybody who is working under Amanda or losing weight under Amanda knows she don't play. Like she sees something in you, she's gonna pull it out of you. And I'm glad you did. I'm glad you were like, hey, no, this is something you need to do for people. And I just love the opportunity that I have to really help bring hope to people and a solution. So it's been amazing. Thank you.
That's awesome. Love you, Rudy.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
too.
we're going to open the floor a little bit. Is there anybody who just briefly wants to share kind of what any victory that you had in 2019? Maybe some of you only started plan in December and you've only been on
Yeah.
it for a few weeks, but is there anything you guys want to share? I want to open the floor just for anybody who wants. You can unmute yourself and then chime in if you want. Anyone?
Don't be afraid. I really think that one of the great things about sharing victories, Amanda, I mean, I'm not apologizing, but I always use scripture because that's my life. But there's a scripture that says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb, so Jesus, and the words of our testimony. And there's really something powerful about when people share their testimonies. It makes everyone else excited. It gets us all pumped. So I'm pumped to hear some of these really cool testimonies from other people.
How about Griselle? Griselle, are you still there? I want to see if maybe you can share. I know Griselda has a pretty wild story. If not, maybe
I'm gonna make
Eve
Angelica share because
or
she
Angelica.
lost some good weight too.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Stacy,
Oh, she was just there. Who was that?
that was Stacy.
Oh, Stacy. Stacy Tickmeyer. Here, go ahead, Stacy. You're good now.
All right, just really quickly, I'm brand new, so hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm happy to be a part of the team. I'm under Griselle. She's helped me out a lot. At first, I signed up in December, the week before Christmas, and I'm not going to lie. I thought to myself, why am I signing up the week before Christmas? But then I told myself, stop making excuses and let's just do this. And so I was down 6 pounds in the first 2 weeks, Christmas and New Year's week. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I just wanted to come on and tell you guys, thank you for support. This program is really great. It's completely doable for me. I work really long hours. Just drinking the water. We have a filtration system at work, which really helps me out a lot at work. I just constantly get up and fill my water bottle. So it's going good so far. I'm really happy to be a part of the team. Thank you.
Awesome. I love that, Stacy. That was so good. See, something real quick. Sometimes just sharing a little bit about what this plan has done for you. The journey of 1,000 steps starts with one. So it's all the small victories that lead up to an incredible life, in your freedom. So anyone else want to share? We only have a few more minutes left.
How about goals, Amanda? I want to hear some cool goals too.
Is someone else unmuted? Neil, do you want to share?
Yeah. Wow, what a
Thanks.
great team. Hi, guys. Let's just say Amanda and Eve and I go way back. And can you guys hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe you can't.
You're good. You're good. I was muted. You're good, Neil.
Yeah. And what's funny is I actually introduced Eve and Ken to it over 10 years ago because I was getting heavy, and my MD actually repped it as a Medifast product, which then became Take Shape for Life. And all of a sudden, 10 years later, Amanda's doing all these testimonies on this company. It says it sounds just like the same company, which it is. And I was a health coach and I killed it. But then life showed up, and I'm in medicine. I live in the LR. I travel a lot. And so I was gaining about a pound a year, and when I reached about 205, I said to myself, that's it, man. And I've been watching Amanda, and I said, I wonder how much they changed the program and where they're at. So Amanda's been a great coach, by the way. I want to be a coach one day like you, because you are all over it, woman.
Oh,
Uh,
you're awesome. Thanks.
I hire people that are really awesome, and I'm telling them, I told her the other day, I said, I'd hire you for a medical rep in 3 seconds, man. Your eye contact is excellent. You're always passionate. You're lit up, and you care about people. Powerful tools. So I've been able to, of course, like someone else that said earlier, was brilliant in the timeline I decided to do this in. So the Saturday before Thanksgiving, I started my diet. Now, the amazing thing is I lost like 7 pounds in 2 weeks and survived. My daughter-in-law is a chef, if that tells you anything, for dinner, trying to be petite on your plate and try to do your fuelings or decrease your fuelings to compensate. And then lo and behold, we get invited to our grandkids' house in Ohio, and they, of course, are making us a gala dinner. I mean, huge. And all my favorite desserts. Believe it or not, I only gained, Christmas to New Year's. I think I gained, maybe when I weighed in after I got back, I think I just gained 0.8 of a pound, which blew me away because I figured I'd be porky or something. So, and what's cool about this program from a medical standpoint is it's very good for everyone not to be overweight. I mean, my blood pressure, they're going to have to take me off my blood pressure medicine. My blood pressure has dropped down so far. I'm starting to get lightheaded. And I'm not giving up. I'm staying with it. I'm committed to it. and I'm looking forward to the national sales meeting because I lead a Christian fellowship group at our company, and everybody's going to ask me what happened to me. Trust me,
That's
and
right.
I'm going to tell them. And if you
Yep.
need a cup, I might consider it. So
Yes.
I'm very thankful that we reconnected. I like the program, I like the people, and I think it's a very healthy choice.
That's
Very
awesome.
healthy. Never felt better. My energy level's off the hook. My mental clarity is better. I'm on CPAP and they won't let me off of it. But eventually they will. But I have to prove to them that, I'm decreasing my hypoxic stuff and all that stuff. So that's why I was encouraged to hear a couple other people say they had been on CPAP. I was very surprised they went off of it. But obviously they feel great and they're not snoring anymore.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Neil, for all of that. Yeah, it's crazy because when I first got my box, I I literally was like, wait a second, I think my parents did this 10 years ago. I remember being in high school and they're drinking their shakes and their bars, but it had revamped. So if you guys have questions about even the history of Optavia, I've educated myself a little bit now, and it's been really cool. So we have a few more minutes before we close out, and really what I want to share is just write down your why, you guys. Why do you want to lose this weight? Why do you want to set goals in 2020? And honestly, we set goals every day in this company because it all goes back to choices. Change your choices, change your habits, change your life. And again, this is not a destination, it's a journey. So write down your why and get real focused on your why. Why do we want to lose this weight? Why is it important to be healthy? Well, it's because my kids are going to see it. It's because then my relationships are better because I feel more comfortable in my own skin and I'm not angry and bitter at the world anymore. There's just a lot of things that can tie into why we're doing this. And in this year, I really want to emphasize community, and I want to emphasize that really we're better together. We can't do this alone. Rudy and I, we can coach, our own people, but we can't reach the people that you can reach. And this really is a ministry for me. I'm getting in the weeds and the trenches in people's lives and helping them get out and say, you know what, you don't have to just stay overweight for the rest of your life. You don't have to accept the situation in front of you. I can give you some practical tools. You just gotta, follow the leader and I'll lead you through that process. So write down your why, get real focused on what you want to set your mind to in 2020. And I just want to encourage you guys, our fifth pillar of our plan, because I remember all of you have been on a health assessment, right? So there's 4 pillars of our plan, and the fifth pillar of our plan is health coaching. Because it's a way for you to give back. A lot of us maybe aren't in jobs where you're giving back. Some of you are. Some of you, like Neil or Michelle and David or my mom or Rudy, we're in ministry. So yeah, we're giving back all the time, right? We're doing all the things. But this is just kind of like another ministry level in a different capacity that I wasn't really prepared for, to be honest. But it's been the greatest gift. And we have nothing to be ashamed of in regards to this program because people are spending thousands of dollars on weight loss surgeries and medications every day, every hour. And all we're saying is, hey, get your grocery bill and let's pay for some food. And instead of buying it at Albertsons, buy it through me and you'll get the coaching and the support and the education. So with that being said, does anyone have any last statements that you guys want to make or any other testimonies that you guys want to bring up? If, oh,
Amanda, are you there?
I am. Hi, Stacy.
Okay, just really quick. You give me the mic and then I just go. I'm just kidding. They
I love her.
before I got my box, I listened to podcasts because I drive a lot.
Yeah.
And before I even got my box, I found the Optavia podcast and it goes way back, like maybe 3 years or so, Take Shape for Life. And then when it transitioned to Optavia, I don't know if people are aware of that. I'm sure they are because I'm not, I haven't been doing this long. But the podcast, 30 minutes, each little session, and they're amazing. So
Okay.
want to
That's
bring that.
great. Well, you know what, Stacey, I think that's really great for a lot of us who maybe don't have as much time to read. I'm a
Right.
huge podcast person. I love YouTube or like
Same.
any of the things.
Right.
So go to your podcast, look up Optavia, and they actually go through the life book via podcast. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that, Stacey. That's actually a great point. And
Dr. A, I think, just did videos too, right, Amanda? I think Tracy
it,
just sent us element videos that we have access to, so we can send those out to our clients too. Yeah.
yeah, so this isn't really a something that is normal. Rudy and I were just like, hey, let's do a New Year's Eve thing with our clients. And I was like, okay, I'm down, see who shows up. Because whoever shows up needs to show up. I just want you guys to know that we are here for you. And so if
Right.
there's any area as your coach that we need to improve on or, you need from us, let us know. We're here to guide you. We're here to love you to healthy. And, like Stacy said, use all the elements. Use the podcast, the life book, and the Facebook page. And I don't know, I'm just excited for what 2020 brings for us. So on that note, do you have anything you want to say, Rudy, to close us out?
No, I'm just excited. You know what? I'm reading this book called I don't know, I think it's like The Four Disciplines of Execution by Chris McKenzie or something like that. And if you're a business owner or you just struggle with procrastination or you have tons of ideas and you're amazing, it's one of the best books I've read in a long time. But he talks about, the whirlwind of life and how it can overlap or it could take our attention from our goal, our main goal in life or our main goals. And we have tons of goals, right? But he talks about the WIG, which is the wildly important goal. And so my encouragement for everybody in 2020, whether, your big goal this year is to get healthy or to do anything else, is to really keep that wildly important goal in mind. And then he talks about how to execute on those things by having a timeline, X to Y by when. Like I want to do this. I want to be from here to here by this time, and then having a way to score it, really to know like, how am I going to keep myself accountable? And then the last thing he really talks about is creating a cadence of accountability. And you do that by checking in with your coach, by weighing in every Monday. I have some of my friends who are like, I don't want to weigh in. I didn't really lose that much. I'm like, no. The reality is it's just to keep ourselves accountable to each other. We're just building this cadence of accountability, and that's how you execute well on those big goals. And it doesn't allow the whirlwind of life to distract us. And so I'm excited for everybody. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you,
Yep.
Amanda. I think we're going to see some really great stuff out of Healthy Hangs in the community. And so here we go, 2020.
Oh, one last thing before you guys go. Optavia convention is coming up, and that's in July in Atlanta, Georgia. It is open to all clients and coaches. You do not have to be a coach to go. But Rudy and I are going. We're bringing our coaches along. I'm going to try to bring as many people. We're going to get an Airbnb. We're going to do the thing. So I believe you guys should have got an email from Optavia saying that there is like an early bird discount. Okay, no. So what I'll do is I'll just send you guys a separate link to check out Optavia convention and the pricing of the tickets and stuff, okay? And if you have any questions, obviously you all have my number or Rudy's number, so just message us. But convention is an incredible place to meet a lot of people with great transformation testimonies, and it is also a great way to kind of hear the heartbeat of our company. We're very different from everyone else. We're not an MLM. We're not a network marketing. We are direct services, and so it's formatted differently. And I'm just really honored to be doing this journey with you guys. So, with that being said, I love you guys. 2020, Happy New Year, and I hope you guys have
Yeah.
a great evening. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone.